The trouble began with a faint metallic click at my fence line, piercing the stillness of a 6 a.m. dawn in Willow Creek. A suburban enclave where lawns were trimmed with surgical precision and conformity was king. The sun hadn't yet cleared the treetops, casting a pale golden haze over the cul-de-sac. I was in my kitchen pouring coffee, the rich aroma mixing with the earthy scent of kibble as I fed Jasper, my golden retriever. The click came again, sharp, deliberate, like someone testing a lock. I froze, mug in hand, and moved to the window overlooking the driveway. There, crouched by my new electronic gate, was Karen McMillan, the self-appointed czar of our homeowners association, HOA. Her floral robe fluttered in the breeze, a notebook open in her lap, her finger hovering over the glowing keypad as she muttered numbers to herself. I nearly choked on my coffee. Karen's reign of petty tyranny was no secret. Last month, she'd stood by my fence with a clipboard, scribbling furiously because my mailbox wasn't the HOA-approved shade of beige. Before that, she'd left a note on my windshield accusing me of illegal parking on my own driveway. My tire had grazed the grass. But trying to crack my gate code at dawn? This was a new low. I watched her punch in a few more futile combinations, her face tightening with frustration, before I hit the intercom button on my phone. "You know that thing records, right?" I said, my voice calm but edged with amusement. Her head snapped up, pen tumbling to the gravel. "This is a routine security check," she stammered, cheeks flushing. I leaned against the window frame. "Unless the HOA bylaws now cover breaking and entering, Karen, you should step back." She stood, clutching her notebook like a lifeline, her pearls glinting defiantly. "As president, I ensure compliance. Gates like this need approval." I reminded her the city had approved it, not her, and pressed the lock button. The gate's motor hummed, a loyal guard dog's growl. She glared at the camera, muttered, "We'll see about that," and stormed off, flip-flops slapping the pavement. By noon, my inbox was flooded with 3 HOA emails, each more absurd than the last. The gate's color wasn't harmonious with community aesthetics. The keypad's lighting violated dusk-to-dawn brightness. Limits. The motion sensor allegedly made disruptive sounds. I didn't even know sensors had sounds. I forwarded them to Dan, my lawyer friend, who texted back, "Classic power trip. Document everything." So I did, saving screenshots, timestamps, and the morning's video in a folder I dubbed the Karen Chronicles. The next week, things escalated. Karen parked her SUV across from my gate, binoculars on her dashboard, claiming to monitor traffic. Once she stood there with a walkie-talkie, talking to an invisible ally like she was running a sting operation. I decided to fight fire with steel, hiring a contractor to install a taller fence with privacy slats and an auto lock synced to the gate. When workers arrived, hammers ringing, Karen marched over demanding permits. I handed her the city-approved paperwork, my signature and seal prominent. She scanned it, frowning. "This is excessive for a residential boundary." I suggested she take it up with the city inspector, who lived 2 houses down. Muttering about community dictatorship, she stomped away. That evening, my wife Emily came home from her nursing shift, laughing at the new fence. "You've built Fort Knox," she teased. "No," I said, kissing her forehead. "Karen-proofing." For a few days, quiet returned, but I knew it was temporary. Saturday morning, the gate motor groaned, jarring me awake. The security feed showed Karen again, phone to ear, fingers flying over the keypad. The new tamper alert locked the system after 5 failed attempts, notifying me. She kicked the gate, yelling, "You changed it illegally!" I stepped outside in pajamas, coffee in hand. "Need help, Karen?" She spun, caught like a raccoon in trash. "You can't lock out neighbors!" I pointed out the path was private, the HOA boundary 20 feet back. Then the fence's new latch clicked shut behind her. She'd slipped through during a delivery. Trapped in the narrow space, she fumed in her robe and flip-flops. "You can't lock me in." I shrugged. "You walked in." She called the police. Officer Daniels, who'd previously warned her about harassing drivers, arrived. He reviewed the footage, smirking at her 5 attempts. "Ma'am, this isn't a community gate. You're trespassing." I opened the gate, revealing her humiliation as she stomped out, muttering about board escalation. Daniels advised, "Keep cameras rolling. She's not done." That night, reviewing the footage, I saw her expression shift from disbelief to fury to a flicker of shame. Was it about control? The HOA meeting loomed in 3 days. The meeting hall was a fluorescent-lit courtroom, Karen at the head of the oak table, pearls gleaming, posture rigid. Board members fidgeted as she decried my gate's violations and unlawful detention. Murmurs rose. I stood calmly. "You trespassed and trapped yourself." She slammed the table. "The gate malfunctioned." I held up a USB. "Want the footage?" Bill, the weary treasurer, suggested playing it. The projector showed Karen in her robe, punching codes, getting stuck. Chuckles erupted. I quipped about unlocking my door for tile checks. Laughter filled the room. Karen hissed, "You humiliated me!" I replied, "You did that yourself." "I own a camera." She ranted about lost trust, her voice cracking, fear of change. Bill noted valid permits. Motion denied. Neighbors thanked me afterward, sharing tales of Karen's tyranny, grass measurements, oversized pumpkins. Retaliation came by a violation notice for fence expansion, dismissed by the inspector. My binder grew. Friday alert, Karen inspecting fence, live streaming. I confronted. She claimed easement. Plat map proved otherwise. Her Facebook post accused defiance, showing my keypad. Comments mocked her. Night, teen cutting hedges. I captured his face, resolved with parents. Karen's chaos narrative failed. Camera complaint. Hearing showed legality. Bill urged a break. She stormed out. Anonymous letter. "Enjoy your fence." I upgraded. New keypad, encrypted codes, cloud backups. Night footage showed a tall silhouette. Unease crept in. Karen's SUV stakeout resumed. I confronted her. She smirked about compliance. Evening post, photos of my fence, cameras, even Emily unloading groceries, line crossed. Comments split. One from HOA Warrior promised action. Night alert, hooded figure with tool bag. I intercommed. Smile for the camera. He fled. Plate linked Karen's cousin. Daniels investigated board meeting. Karen suspended. She deflated, vowing defiance. Chaos. Gate open, power cut, scratches on hinges. Footage, 2 figures, 1 female. Daniels. Organized now. Karen vanished briefly. Realtor claimed rezoning, her lie. County records showed her unauthorized boundary review. Camera freeze, flashlight skim. Decoy caught Karen at midnight. Floodlight hit. She screamed, claiming inspection. Footage to Daniels. Suspension broken. Warning issued. Peace briefly. Saturday. Kids opened gate with my backup code. She'd guessed it. I overrode, warning her of criminality. Reset everything. Karen proofing 2.0. Emergency meeting. Ordinance to remove fencing denied. Karen whispered, "Idiots!" Slamming laptop. Night, loose fence panel, screw dropped. Audio, "Let's see you lock this." Fake $500 fine, signed acting president. Utility shutoff attempt, foiled. Bill, emergency meeting. Meeting. Neighbors aired grievances. Trash lids, parking, chalk. Karen removed permanently. She vowed regret. Excavator for boundary realignment. Forged order. Citation issued. Night, truck rammed fence. Pearl earring hers. Truck stolen. Karen arrested, shouting. Letter, "Chaos wins." Emails, fabricated complaints, photos from my yard. Night, Karen with hammer, man with crowbar loosening hinges. I shouted. They fled. Tools linked landscaping. Arrested at HOA office, keeping order. Evaluated, gate shorted, painted red. Neighborhoods need leaders. Other houses hit. Final upgrade, steel gate, solar backup. Karen's house empty, for sale. Dawn, her door painted. Leaders don't run, they return. Burned records, old keypad with note. You changed the code. I changed the rules. Storm night. Figures in rain, shoe print. Morning, fence painted blue. You locked me out. Now you. Daniels. Warrant issued. Karen arrested in office, alone. I left paint as a reminder. Neighborhood healed, gardens, barbecues. But nights, wind rattles. I checked cameras. Once, a flicker, hooded figure, static for 11 seconds. Empty again. Karen lingers in the cracks. The Karen Chronicles stay open.